course I understand your position, and all the others too. It's just that I need more time. Look, Frank, this is my decision. Yes, yeah, I appreciate your opinion. Look, thank you for calling. Me hanging up on you? Yes, I guess that's exactly what I'm doing. It's open.
Sorry, it seems your secretary must be gone for the day.
No problem. And listen, before you say anything now, I want you to know that I am entirely on your side of this thing, 100%.
Thanks.
This Ginny Blake, whoever she is lying, or Brock, or somebody. You are 100% innocent as far as I'm concerned, and I'm going to give you all the time necessary to prove it.
If only innocence had anything to do with it.
Well, what other issue is there?
Publicity, negative publicity on you and on the administration.
We've been having a long talk about this.
Yes. Dragging you into some mudslinging battle just is not fair to you.
Because even if Rick were absolutely cleared of all wrongdoing, it's still going to have tarnished your administration.
Well, perhaps. Please, sit down.
Thank you.
Ever occur to you I don't care?
You do care, Lee, you do.
If you don't, you should. An administration with a smear against it means a city with a smear against it.
I've made a decision already.
No. No, absolutely not. Now, I'm not going to accept your resignation. Those charges are ridiculous, Rick. And I have every confidence you will prove they're ridiculous.
You're going to have to do something.
Well, I will. I'm going to stand up for you.
I'm not going to let you do that.
Lee, you've got to remain impartial. You know that.
Accepting his resignation is not an impartial act.
Okay, then come up with a compromise.
Oh, Lee, you and I both know what that's going to be.
Yes. It's wrong. Not to mention unfair.
Lee, you don't have any other choice.
You're talking about a suspension, I
Oh,
assume.
whatever you want to call it, fine. I will abide by whatever ground rules you put out.
Well, all right. You're going to force me on this one, I can see. All right, I'll give you 4 weeks. How's that?
Under what conditions?
Well, when I make the announcement, I'll say you have 4 weeks to prove that you're innocent. And I have every confidence in you, which is the truth.
That sounds fair.
Rick?
That's more than fair. Thank you, Lee.
You can start the 4 weeks anytime you want.
Well, we started now. We're working on it. With Robert on our side, it might just be a matter of time.
Well, if you need any help, just ask him.
We will.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, what a great idea.
Oh, hot food coming through.
Well, we know what you deserve to treat after your hard day renting skis.
Wait a minute, I thought I made pretty good headway. I can stand in a lift line, and I'm color coordinated.
And the rest will come with practice.
Right.
Okay, who would like a beer?
I would love a beer.
Me too.
Let's live it up and bring out the whole six-pack.
Coming up.
Holly, napkins, plates, don't forget the beer, anything else you can think of.
Napkins, plates, beer. I better go give her a hand.
Thanks, Celia.
You know, Robert, I don't know what it is about pizza, but somehow every 3 months I have just got to have some.
That's what you call the junk food craving.
Oh, wait a second. That's not true. Pizza happens to be very good for you.
That's if you're into carbohydrates.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I can remember back during my training period at the American Village with this guy named Hines. He was the fattest man you'd ever seen.
They teach you all about pizza there, too?
Yeah.
Bet it wasn't as good as this.
Not even close.
Well, look at this. The gluttons didn't even wait for us.
Well, you wouldn't have to sit here and watch it get cold, would you?
Look at all this. How can we do this to ourselves?
It's great. It's something to burn off on the slopes.
I agree. That's excellent logic. Thank you.
Yours is not mine.
Excuse me, ma'am. This will take about a second.
Holly?
Separate phones? How nice.
Well, if it's in the communication room, then it's for him. It's one of the advantages of having your office at home.
What's one of the other advantages?
Well, I get to sneak in a lunch with him every now and then.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Oh, I can't even imagine it. First a doctor's wife, now a construction worker's wife. We might as well live in separate states as far as having lunch together goes.
Well, you're right to a point. But we're going skiing, aren't we? Now, there's a few lunches that we hadn't planned on having together.
Right, yes. Thanks to a well-timed bout of luck, when I think we almost missed this opportunity.
Don't think about it. We are going, it's all set, and we're going to have a wonderful time.
That was fun.
And you pop back for another piece of pizza.
Work now?
Yeah, something's just come up.
What?
So much for dinner. Can't have everything.
Which case, Weber or Campbell?
Weber. I just got a call verifying this Ginny Blake person. We've got a rundown on her anyway. And when I've done a bit of verifying, I'm going to call Rick back.
Still no news on the Campbell case?
That is a case of total frustration.
Still missing, huh?
Let's put it this way. It's been 2 weeks, and the guy still hasn't turned up.
What do you think happened to him?
I can't even begin to guess.
Maybe he's just gone off somewhere.
Yeah. Up the face of the earth.
Excuse me. I need some directions.
That's why I'm here.
Well, actually, I'm not even sure that you're going to be able to help me.
All you can do is ask.
Yes. Well, I lost something at the airport,
The
and
bus station, mister.
I realize that. You see, I imagine it sounds very confusing to you.
I'm not in the least confused.
Why don't we start again at the beginning?
You do that.
Okay. I just got off the bus a moment ago, and I remembered that the last time I was in New York City, I had lost something.
Ah, the lost and found's over there.
No, you didn't let me finish. I lost something at the airport. Now, the police contacted me and suggested that I come in and claim it, but they didn't tell me which station. I thought you might be familiar with the area.
Oh, which airport?
LaGuardia.
You're in luck. That's the 14th precinct. I got a brother-in-law, ex that is, that used to work in maintenance at that station.
Good. Can you tell me how I get there?
Take the 901 bus. Should be any second. Practically puts you on the doorstep.
Thank you. You've been more helpful than you realize.
Don't tell me it's that late already.
It
Wow.
certainly is. It is time to go home.
Well, we're trying to brace ourselves against the idea of going out in that cold.
Yeah, how bad is it?
Oh, I think you should cover your ears. March is going to be roaring loudly this year.
It's supposed to snow tomorrow.
I don't think we should talk about the weather. This time of year, everybody just gets depressed.
Absolutely right. What in the world are you two doing here when you're supposed to be home?
We are looking for Steve and Audrey.
Yeah, I called their house, and Tommy said they were still here.
We're going to have dinner at the clothing rip tonight.
I understand they're on their way down.
Oh, good. Perfect. Okay.
Did you see Lee?
Yep.
And?
Well, we reached a compromise agreement. I'm on suspension for 4 weeks, which gives me ample time to prove my innocence.
Oh, you'll do that.
If I don't, then I have to resign.
Oh, Rick, it won't come to that.
Well, we're starting to line up our defense.
Well, with Robert Scorpio on your side, it won't be too difficult.
Unless we have managed to underestimate our opponent.
We just don't in any way want to reflect on Lee's administration.
Oh, don't you worry about him. You have enough problems of your own.
In any case, good luck. And both of us, if anything we can do, you know where we are.
Jesse, thank you.
Listen, we better quit stalling and get back into the Arctic here.
Yeah, you're right.
Drive carefully.
Yes,
Right.
we will. You too.
Bye. Well, what should we do? Should we call her up there? And
Well, what's this? I thought the plan was to meet at the Rib.
Well, it was, but our meeting ran a little quicker than we thought.
Oh. Well, there's no reason to hang around here. Audrey's tied up with one of her students, and she said she'd meet us there.
Listen, I'm going to call home. Just make sure everything's okay with Ruby and Mike.
Fine, fine. That'll give Rick and me a chance to talk.
I was just going to make that request myself.
How about the lunch?
Good.
You said the meeting took less time than you expected.
I offered my resignation. Lee refused to take it, and we reached a compromise agreement that I would go on suspension with 4 weeks to prove my innocence, and if I can't do it in those 4 weeks, then he will accept my resignation.
That sounds like a reasonable solution. Are you pleased?
I can say I'm pleased. I'm not very grateful. Lee believes in me to that extent.
Oh, why shouldn't he?
This isn't a minor charge.
Oh, the charges are false. Everybody who knows you knows that.
That's me as an individual. That's as a friend. We're talking about the mayor. He has a responsibility to the city. He's got to put the city first, the same as you would have to put the hospital first.
Now, look, Rick, you have nothing to worry about from me.
No, I
But
didn't.
no, hear me out.
Sorry.
Hear me out. No matter what the board members might think or what they might say, you You don't have to worry about them deserting you here at the hospital.
Steve,
now, please
might...
don't interrupt me. I know it can get worse, a lot worse. But nothing is going to make us knuckle under. You're one of the best doctors we have, and no matter what the city government has to say or Brock and Company has to say, your job here is not in jeopardy. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever.
Thanks, Dave.
Oh, there's no reason to thank me. You have my respect because you've earned it.
Settle on a handshake?
Always.
Thank you.
Honey, Rick, can you take a call? It's Robert.
Right.
Thanks.
And Becky has something.
So. Robert, it's Rick.
I've got some more news on the company name on that check that Ginny Blake signed. Company ARB Finance is definitely a Brock company.
Which verifies the fact that Ginny Blake is Brock's employee.
Well, so she wasn't lying.
I wonder why Jake wasn't able to spot that when he first checked it out.
Well, there was no reason to dig that deep, I suspect. Well, at the time, anyway.
Anything else?
I've also got the New York police in touch with Ginny Blake's landlord, who says that she's been gone for a few days, but expected back around now.
Robert, what do we do if she doesn't show up?
Don't worry. We'll find her.
You still think she's in New York City somewhere?
I'll put money on it.
Well, considering my career's on the line, I am putting a lot more than money on it.
Sit tight, Rick.
Please keep me posted.
Right.
Thanks.
Well, not so good.
Well, one step forward and 2 steps backward. I'm beginning to wonder now if 4 weeks is enough time to clear myself.
Great day in the morning, love in the afternoon.
Unloving.
You're not trying to force Pirelli into marrying you. Lorna, the guy is in love with Faith.
Tony loves me. He just doesn't realize it yet. But he's going to, Curtis, and then everything's going to be perfect.
And on One Life to Live, for David and Jenny, the wedding day approaches.
Everything depends on how well we've done our work.
But Dorian's plan
Nothing must go wrong.
may ruin everything. Loving One Life to Live. Weekdays.
There's something about it. I'm not exactly sure what it is.
I think it's going back to the lodge after a full day of skiing. Too exhausted to do anything but fall asleep.
Almost anything.
That doesn't sound like much fun.
No, but she is right. That's what skiing is all about, Robert. You get out in the fresh air and you soak up some mountain sun, and then you head back to the lodge for the best après-ski I know, a hot bath and a glass of brandy.
Mm-hmm, and that sense of accomplishment.
You've challenged the mountain and you've won.
What about us losers?
There are no losers in skiing, Robert. Except for those few nameless people who sit around by the fire drinking all day.
Okay, all right, point taken. I will give it my best shot.
Just wait. You're gonna love it. I have never met anyone yet who's tried it and hasn't loved it.
No? I am so excited, I can't sit still.
Why don't we leave right now?
That's a great idea. We've got our reservations, we've got our equipment. Let's get the hell out of here.
Just take a minute to put the racks on.
Hold it, at ease. Listen, there is one member of this group that happens to have some work to do, huh?
Why can't you take it with us?
Oh, I'm expecting the work to follow me here in the form of a few phone calls. Ah, there,
There's
clipping
one
one.
now.
Hopefully followed by several others. Excuse me.
Can he afford to take time off?
Like it or not, he's going to.
No, don't worry, Holly. This first day on the slopes, you'll never get him to come down again.
Yes, Dr. Tremaine, what can I do for you?
I found that name you called about the other day. Dr. Campbell's former patient in New York City.
That's great.
Have you got a pencil?
No, I don't, but go ahead anyway.
All right, his name is Barney Wilton. and he lives at 994 East 83rd Street.
994 East 83rd. Okay, I got it.
All right, good. Do you think it'd be any help?
Well, I'll have to talk to him first.
All right. Well, if I can be of any more help...
Yes, Doctor. Look, I'll let you know, and thank you for calling.
Oh, you're leaving.
Oh, we lost track of the time.
It was a wonderful evening, and it's going to be a wonderful trip.
Certainly is. Why don't you just give us a call whenever you're ready to leave?
Okay, it'll either be late tomorrow, maybe early the next day.
Good.
Okay.
Sounds terrific.
We'll see you then. Thank you for the pizza.
Anytime.
Mind how you go out there. There's a lot of ice around.
We'll be careful, Daddy.
Bye-bye. I'm so excited, I feel like a little kid again.
Yeah? Even Grant and Celia. They look as if they're a couple who've awoken from a deep sleep.
They're going to have a wonderful time.
We all will. Even me.
Really?
Yes. I'm starting to look forward to it. It's going to be great.
You know what the best thing is?
What?
That we will get to have a weekend all to ourselves with nothing and no one to waste.
Check this out.
What's the big deal?
It's got a name on it. Dr. Hillary Campbell.
Sounds familiar.
There's a note here, too.
So go on, read it.
I tried to get to him in Fort Charles, but the police commissioner was there. He shouldn't have come to New York to see me because he got his.